Hello students. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is crop production, we were discussing about that of the different agriculture practices. So yesterday we talked about that of the use of manure and fertilizers. Yes, after sowing and after sowing of the seed, it is important to provide the sufficient nutrients to that of the plants. And basically, what is the need? We have understood that what is the need of using the this manure and fertilizer in the field. So the reason is because if suppose in a field you are continuously growing the same crop, ultimately what will happen? The crop will start using the nutrients from it. And when it start using the nutrient from the same field, so after over a period of a time, you can see that the field will become deficient of that particular nutrient. Okay, so we can say that this adding of the manure and the fertilizer will help in replenishing the nutrient which is required for that particular crop. And that is why either we use manure or that of fertilizer. Okay, so we have seen here in the addition of manure, that is adding the manure and fertilizers. Manure and fertilizers. We have seen here, that is manure is what, a student? Manure is an organic substance. Organic substance, it means the substance which we get from that of the plants and animals. Okay, that is known as organic substance. Like if suppose you see that if you are talking about the manure or plants and animals, so here manure you see it is obtained from the plant and the animal waste, dead plant and the animal waste. Okay, so farmer, they used to take this dead animal waste and throw it into an open space or even dump it into the open space, you can say, and after a few months you will see that it will get converted into manure. And how does it happen? It happened due to the action of the decomposers. So it is the decomposers which attack on that of the dead waste material, dead plant and animal waste material, and convert it into manure. Now see, whatever the nutrient which is present in that of the animal waste, it will get dissolved into the soil. Okay. Or it will get dissolved, and ultimately we can say that manure will help in providing the sufficient amount of a nutrient. Now we have seen one more thing, that is there are some advantages of using the manure. The first thing, that it helps in maintaining the texture of the soil. Yes, it helps in maintaining the texture. The second thing, it helps in making the soil porous. Meaning of the porous here is what, student? That it helps in making the pores between that of the soil. And since the pores will be present, it will help in the growth of the soil-friendly microorganism. Soil-friendly microorganism, it means which help in increasing the fertility of the soil. Now, not only this, if the soil will remain porous, ultimately it will help in retention, it help in increasing the capacity of water in it. Okay, capacity of water holding, you can say, in the soil. Okay, so addition of a manure will help in increasing the capacity of holding the water in it. So these are few advantages of using the manure in the soil. Now let us see that what is there in adding of fertilizers in the soil also. So here when we talk about the manure, we have seen that manure is what? It is an organic substance. But when we talk about the fertilizers, so fertilizers are what? These are the chemicals. And these chemicals consisting of one or more nutrient which help in proper growth and development of the crops. So we can say that the fertilizers are what? Now we will talk about the fertilizers, students. So adding the fertilizers in the fertilizers instead of using the manure. So we can say that it is a chemical substance. Fertilizers are the chemical substances. Fertilizers are the chemical substances which consisting of more than a one nutrient, we can say that which provides more than one nutrient in the soil. Okay, you know that it is important to get the nutrient. We are adding the fertilizer or manure so that the plant use this for the proper growth. It means the manure and the fertilizer help in giving the proper nutrient to the soil. Okay, so it will help in providing one or more nutrient, one or more than one nutrient or one or more nutrient in the soil. So this is the first thing about that of the fertilizers. These are the chemical substance, not an organic substance. So maybe consisting of a more than one nutrient. Now see, in manure we have seen the farmer, they used to take the dead plant and the waste material, plant and animal waste material, and dumped it into the open place, and due to the action of the microorganism on it, it will get converted into the manure. Okay, but here in this case, in the fertilizers, here the factories are responsible for making the fertilizers. Okay, so we can say not by the action of the manure, but fertilizers are made in factories. Okay, so fertilizers are made in factories. Okay, it is made in factories. Now, what are the different examples of the fertilizers? Urea. You have heard about urea. Urea is thrown into the field because it helps in giving the nitrogen to that of the soil. Okay, so urea is there, ammonia, potassium. Okay, potassium is there, student, and sulfate, potassium, sulfate, and NPK. NPK is also a kind of a fertilizer. What is the full form of this NPK fertilizer? N is for, it stands for nitrogen. P is stand for phosphorus, and K stand for potassium. Okay, K. Don't get confused. This is the symbol of the potassium that is represented by K. Okay, N for nitrogen, P for phosphorus, and K for potassium. Okay, so we can say that these are some of the chemicals, or these are the chemicals that is used as fertilizers. Okay, so plant, they need the different kind of elements, different nutrients, and they get it from these fertilizers. It can be urea, it can be ammonia, it can be potassium sulfate. It can be potassium sulfate and NPK, that is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So these are what are some of the common fertilizers. Okay, so these are some of the common fertilizers. Okay, so we have seen, student, that the fertilizers are what? These are the chemical substances. These fertilizers, they provide more than a one nutrient in the soil. Okay, it means they can provide one or more nutrient in the soil. Okay, which is required for the proper growth. Now, it is not made up by the action of the microorganism, but it is made in the factories. And these are some of the common fertilizers that is used. Now, if you talk about the fertilizers, so fertilizers get easily dissolved in the water. So, it is first dissolved in the water and then it is thrown. Okay, so we can say even if it is thrown, and what happened, since it dissolves in the water, so it can be easily absorbed by the plants also. Okay, so we can write it. We talk about the fertilizers. that is fertilizers get easily dissolved in fertilizers gets easily dissolved in water, and since it get easily dissolved in water, hence can be easily absorbed by the plants. Okay, so since it can easily dissolve, so we can say that it is easily absorbed by the plants also. Now if you look student, so we have seen till now that it is a chemical substance, and when you throw it, when the water which already is having the plant's roots which already absorbing the water, so when this fertilizer mixes with the soil, water which is present in it will here we can say it will get easily dissolved with the water, and ultimately when the water absorbs the when the roots of the plant absorbs the water, then this fertilizer will also be absorbed by the plant. It is like that. Okay, when you throw the fertilizer dissolved in the soil, the water which is present in the soil, and when this water is absorbed by the root of the plant, the fertilizer will also, we can say, absorbed by the plant. Now this fertilizer, when reaches to the plant, it helps in providing the nutrient. Now see here, we are saying that it helps in providing the nutrient, but fertilizers are also having disadvantages. It's having some bad effect on the plants also. So excessive use of the fertilizer is not good for the soil, because it will not going to enhance, but it will degrade the quality of the soil. Okay, so we can write it. A fertilizer should not be used for a long period of time. Fertilizers should not be used for a long period. And the reason behind this, students, so we have seen the reason behind is that is reason it degrades the quality. Okay, it degrades the quality of the soil. Okay, so degrade the quality of the soil by decreasing the fertility. Ultimately, there will be less crop yield or crop production. Okay, ultimately there will be less crop yield, crop production. Okay, so this was about that of the fertilization. Fertilizers easily dissolve with the water, and due to which it easily absorbed by the plant, but excessive use or use of the fertilizers over a long period of a time will going to harm the plant. Okay, so it was about the fertilizers and manure. Now we have seen here, student, the two things. Adding of manure and fertilizers both are very good because they provide the sufficient amount of nutrient to the soil. And these nutrients will help in giving us the good production of a crop, okay, or we will get the good crop yield from by adding the fertilizers and manure. But you have seen that there is some difference between that of the manure and fertilizers. If we talk about the manure is what? It is an organic substance, okay, but fertilizer, it is a chemical substance. Manure we obtain from the dead plant and the animal waste. Okay, that is why it is an organic substance. But if we talk about the fertilizers, so fertilizers are made up of chemicals and thus it is made up in factories. If we talk about this manure, where it is prepared, so it is actually prepared by the action of the microorganisms. If we talk about the fertilizer, so it consisting of a chemical, so we can say that there are nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus, that is NPK, or ammonia, or we can say urea is there, or ammonia is also there. So all these are what? These are the different chemical fertilizers that we use to increase or to enhance the fertility of this one. But here we should remember that use of excessive chemicals which easily get absorbed by the plant as well as by the soil will degrade the quality of the soil. Okay, it will you can say it will decrease the fertility, and as the fertility get decreased, so it will going to give the less crop yield also, or less crop production will occur. So let us see the difference between that of the chemical between these two, that is manure and fertilizers. Many times this is asked, that difference between, write the difference between that of the manure and fertilizers. So we can write it, addition of manure and fertilizers here. So let us see the difference between that of the manure and fertilizers. So manure is here, student, and this is the fertilizers. Manure and fertilizers. So when you look at the first point in case of a manure, so see that what kind of a substance manure is. So manure is what? It is an organic substance. A natural organic substance is the manure and substance. And if we look at from where it is obtained, so you will say that this natural organic substance is obtained by the plants and the animal waste. So it is obtained by the plant and animal waste. What happened in case of fertilizers? So fertilizers are the chemical substance. Okay, so we can say that these are the chemical substance which is obtained by you can write it obtained in factories, or which is obtained or prepared by humans. That is the same thing, because in the factories only we can say it is prepared by human, not by the nature. Okay, which is obtained in factories. Okay, factories here, which means which is prepared by human beings. The second thing, that it is prepared in the field. Okay, so the preparation of the manure occur in the field itself. You see, the farmers, they used to throw the dead animal waste and the plant waste in the field, and ultimately by the decomposition of a microorganism, it will get converted into the manure. So we can write it is prepared in the field. Prepared in the field. And here we can write it is prepared in the factories. Prepared in the factories. So here, student, if you are writing here that prepared in the factories, so ultimately we can say it is obtained by the human. Okay, obtained by human. Okay, it is obtained by human. Now the third point that we can write in for the manure, that it is what? It is a biodegradable. What is the meaning of a biodegradable? It means which can be degraded by the action of a microorganism. Okay, so it is a biodegradable, but here since it is made up of chemicals, it is non-biodegradable. It cannot be degraded by the action of the microorganism, and that is why this is, you can say, is the disadvantage of the fertilizer. Okay, so we can say it is biodegradable, but here in this case it is non-biodegradable. Okay, it is a non-biodegradable. One is biodegradable, another one is a non-biodegradable. This one can be decomposed by the action of microorganism. Fourth one is it consisting of a humus, but here it does not consist of humus. Okay, so we can say that it provides humus to the soil. Provides humus to the soil. But here in this case it do not provide humus to the soil. Okay, one provide humus to the soil, other do not provide humus. Now see, if one is providing humus to the soil, humus, you know that it's a very good for the soil. It means it help in increasing the fertility of the soil. But one do not, so ultimately we will consider that the manure is much better than that of the fertilizer because it help in increasing the fertility of the soil here. But it does not contribute in such way. Now, this one, although all the things you can say it is very positive regarding that of the manure, but it will provide less nutrient in the soil, and since it is made up of more chemicals, so ultimately it will provide more nutrient to the soil, or very rich in that of the nutrients. Okay, so we can rub the first one, and that is, in place of that we can write that it will going to provide the more nutrient as compared to that of manure. Okay, so fifth point is less in the nutrient. Okay, or less rich in the nutrient, plant nutrient. Very less number of a nutrient will be provided by it. So less rich in the plant nutrient. But here it is very rich in the plant nutrient. So we can say very rich in the plant nutrients. It is very rich in the plant nutrient. Okay, so this is the difference between that of the manure and fertilizers. Let me remind you again, the first one is it is an organic substance which is prepared by the natural way by the action of the microorganisms, you can say. Here it is prepared by humans in the factories, and it is a chemical substance. Here it is prepared by the dead animal and the plant waste. This one is prepared in the field. So farmer, they used to dump in the open space and the microorganism converted into the manure, but the fertilizer is prepared in the factories, and there with the help of a different chemicals fertilizers has been made. Then it is a biodegradable. It can be degraded easily by the action of the microorganism, but it is not biodegradable. So on the basis of that, you can say that it is a non-pollutant also, but it is a pollutant. Okay, if this fertilizer will mixes with the water, ultimately it will causes death of the aquatic organisms also. So we can say on that basis, we can say that it is not good to use the fertilizers because it will not going to affect the soil, but also to the aquatic organism. It will degrade the quality of the water also. Now, this one, manure, it provides the humus to the soil. So, it helps in increasing the fertility. It do not provide the humus, so it will going to degrade the quality. This one is very rich. This one is very less in the plant nutrient, consisting of a less plant nutrient, and it is very rich in that of the plant nutrient. So, you have seen that what is the benefit and what is the disadvantage of that of the manure and fertilizers. But ultimately, both of them has been used to increase the fertility of the soil. Now let us move on and try to understand the next point which is there in the agriculture practices. Okay. Now you see student, we have seen here we are using the manure and fertilizer to increase the fertility of the soil, and even the most important thing that this manure and fertilizers are basically used to provide the sufficient amount of a nutrient to the plants, right? That is why we are using it. Although the manure are very good for the soil also, but both of them we are using to provide the sufficient nutrient. Now, instead of using the manure and fertilizers, we can follow some other method also, some other natural method to maintain the nutrient in the soil. Let us discuss first and then we will move to the next agriculture practices. Now see, natural method to replenish the the soil nutrient. Replenish the nutrients in the soil. Okay. So we had discussed that nutrients are important, but what are the different natural methods that we can use to maintain or to sustain the nutrient in the soil? Now, apart from the manure and fertilizers, there are some different methods also by which we can sustain the number of nutrient in the soil. So the first one is the field fallow. So this is the method, the field fallow is the method in which we used to leave the field as usual. Okay, the field in which we are growing crop, we used to leave it for 1 or 2 seasons so that it will regain its nutrient naturally by the decomposition process, by the decomposition of the plants and the waste material of the dead plants and the animals. Okay, so it is a method which is left so that it will regain its nutrients naturally. Okay, so we can say that in this method, land is left uncultivated. The meaning of the uncultivated means we are not growing any crop on it. Okay, so is left uncultivated for 1 or more season. Cultivated for 1 or more season. Okay, so it is left uncultivated for 1 or more season, and the reason is so that to regain the nutrients naturally. Regain the nutrients naturally by the decomposition of a dead plant and animal. By decomposition of dead plants and animals. Okay, so these dead plant and animals, they help in providing the nutrient. Okay, so we can say that in this method the land is left uncultivated. We do not grow anything for 1 or more season, and so that the process of a decomposition goes on, and due to the decomposition of a dead plant, animals and organic substances, we can say, okay, organic matter, plants, animals, even other organic matter and organic matter, these all will help in the in regaining the nutrient in the land again. Okay, and when the land is ready, it gains its nutrients, then we will, the farmers, they used to cultivate the crop in it, and this method, that is known as a field fallow. Okay, in which the land is remain uncultivated for a few seasons. Okay, students.